Ready, JJ.
Stand by to smile in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The inauguration. 5.
Good morning. This is Frank Boulardi, your host for the presidential inauguration, brought to you by ART, Energy Regulation Techtronics, the people who gave you TLC, Total Loving Control. I'll be handling the play-by-play as our broadcast from the floating media bubble follows President-elect Jonathan Stars through the swearing-in ceremony, then the procession down Pennsylvania Avenue, and finally into the White House. To my left, the color man for today's broadcast, Willie Masters. Willie.
We should have a whale of an inauguration, Frank. I know Jonathan Stars is really up for it. And the American public has got to be high for this one, which promises to be the greatest shootout since the OK Corral. The last 3 presidential inaugurations have featured assassinations or attempted assassinations of the president-elect. And Stars, the man with the marching band, has thrown a new wrinkle into the game. He's out on the street today protected not only by his Secret Service boys, but fully armed himself and ready for bear. It helped him win the election. His public challenge to all would-be assassins. If they want him, they know where they can find him. But the rain, Frank, and this wind has got to be a factor in Jonathan Starr's performance today.
It's a gale force wind, Willie, and the rain shows no sign of letting up. Even from our multiple point of view, I can barely see the crowds lining Pennsylvania Avenue. 500,000 people are estimated to be below us on the street. And we can't overlook the fact that the crosstown riots, which have ravaged this city for the past 10 days, are moving this way. I can hear gunshots and explosions. And if we can hear them, I'm sure you can too. That was very close. Speculation from official sources claims the hundreds of Sousa bands in town for Star's inauguration are largely responsible for inciting the unemployable.
You can ban the Klan, but you can't stop the marching band. They helped him get elected. I look for a good one today, Frank. Things will be popping.
But it's really coming down in buckets now. Oh, there's a lot of people here today. And the crosstown riots, which we mentioned earlier, do indeed appear to be moving this way, despite the interference put up by the Navy helicopter gunship. Over at the Capitol building, one of the gunships is attempting to land on the front lawn. Willie.
Jonathan Stars will be neither the tallest nor the biggest president. Abraham Honest Abe Lincoln was the tallest at 6'3 and a half. And get this, William Howard Taft, they called him Tubby, who tipped the scales at 330 pounds, was the heaviest. Stars will be the 5th president to have blue eyes, the 3rd to hail from California, and the 2nd to have a pop single turn gold. He's accomplished that feat 17 times, Frank, since entering politics 3 years ago.
The gunship touches down. Soldiers are discharging. They're trying to move the crowd, milling around the speaker's platform. There's some pushing and shoving. Oh, here come the dogs and the hoses. Random shots being fired.
Here comes Stars.
Jonathan Stars, the president-elect, is walking with his bodyguards towards the speaker's platform. No, Stars drops into his familiar crouch position. He wheels to his left and fires wildly into the crowd. Wait, somebody's hit. It's a woman, I believe.
A little old lady, looks like to me, Frank, dressed in a pink pantsuit, matching purse and shoes.
She's crawling along the pavement with just the use of one leg. Her other leg is twisted. I think it's her left knee. It's shattered. Now she's just been tackled by a member of the Army Domestic Security Corps.
What a hit!
The Secret Service is closing its ranks in around Stars. The president-elect appears to be unhurt.
What a shot! From the .45 automatic carried by Jonathan Stars, it traveled 75 yards and right on the money. One thing we've got to say for Stars, and he's proving it today, he came to serve. I think he's going to be one of the best presidents in the business. Watch him.
Let's go down to street level for a report from Jimmy Higgins.
I'm talking with Colonel Tipton of the Army Domestic Security Corps, whose men are lined up 6 deep along the entire length of Pennsylvania Avenue. Colonel Tipton is the man who wrestled the wounded woman to the ground. Colonel, was she armed, and how are you enjoying the inauguration?
We felt small.
first. How the president knew that, I'll never know. He's a heck of a guy. I'm having the time of my life, Jimmy. Thank you, Colonel. Frank, an ambulance is being backed in right down here to take the woman to the hospital. We're right about the knee. I don't think she'll ever walk again. Just a minute, Frank. Yes, Colonel. Could I please say hello to my mother? She's listening today from a small home in Florida. Go right ahead, Colonel. Hi, Mom.
Very few people realize, Frank, that the word assassin comes from the Arabic word hashashin, which literally translated into English means hashish eater. The original assassins were a secret order of hashish-eating Muslim fanatics who terrorized and murdered their opponents, especially Christians, in the time of the Crusades.
Well, we certainly had our share of would-be assassins today. Things are pretty quiet right now. The Air Force street cleaning units are mopping up what's left of the motorcycle gang that tried to interrupt the swearing-in. 50 hoods riding Harleys, mounted with bazookas. It was a bloodbath, but manifest destiny prevailed. We have a new president, President Jonathan Starr.
Oh, they love him. He's the man with the marching band. Listen to him.
The fire department seems to have the fire in the east wing of the White House under control now. The rain has let up considerably. There's a chance of sunshine as the new president, Jonathan Starr, mounts the steps to the White House, his home for the next 4 years.
If he's lucky, Frank, this day isn't over yet.
But it does appear that time is running out for would-be assassins today.
You know, Frank, the ancient Greeks had a pretty good idea in the old days. They killed the old king in a sacrifice when they crowned the new king. But it took good old American know-how to put some razzle-dazzle into assassination. Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Wait. There's some action down on street level, Willie. A two-tone blue four-door sedan is speeding down Pennsylvania Avenue and coming this way with the police escort. Looks like three occupants in the car. The roadblocks are parting in their path. Colonel Tipton is waving them through.
This could be what we've been waiting for, Frank.
A man has emerged from the sedan. A couple of Secret Service agents are trying to contain him. He breaks one tackle. Another.
This day is deteriorating into a joke, Frank. This would-be assassin is dressed in a yellow raincoat and wearing a monkey's mask. He's not even armed.
He's throwing flowers. The Secret Service seems to have him cornered. Oops.
The American people shouldn't have to put up with this sort of nonsense. It's a real bozo show.
The man in the monkey mask is sprinting into the crowd now. One man to beat.
It's Colonel Tipton.
Tipton died. Oh, he hits the sidewalk head first, and the monkey man disappears into the crowd.
The crowd is moving in on the sedan, Frank. It's Starr, Frank.
Just been shot in a shootout.
Oh, Frank, we've been waiting for this one.
The assassin is getting up on his knees. Oh, he's down again. Shot in the back by a plainclothesman.
You'd have to go back a long way for comparison, Frank. Certainly the Kennedy assassination pale by comparison.
It's official. Jonathan Starr is dead.
That's been the only knock against Starr. He had the charm, the charisma, an excellent shot, a virtual army of Sousa bands. But how long would he last?
This report's just come in over the wire. The assassin is one Thomas Goodnight, a gunman, a hitman, a minor mafia hoodlum for the past 20 years. Married, 2 children, went to church twice a week, owned a little